Very good patrol, Astrid. The edge is secure. Uh-oh, I know that look.
Hiccup, where are all the night terrors? Aren't they supposed to be on watch? They're our last line of defense.
Tough nut!
Would recognize that. Prepare. Right?
And I'm just not sure how useful a skill that is.
Well, that's not all he does. You want to see him get my slippers?
These dragons are not our pets, Tough Nut. They're an integral part of our security system.
He can also solve math problems by stomping his foot, as long as the answer is...
Astrid! How's your family?
They're okay. Their house, the house I grew up in, is gone.
Hey, Astrid, do you need a shoulder to cry on?
Hey!
Thanks, Not Loud. I really needed that.
You're welcome. I know my role.
Listen up, everyone. Dagger was last... Wait, where are you guys staying tonight?
I figured Stormfly and I would just bed down here.
Aha! What a coincidence. I'm sleeping here, too.
Why? You have a warm bed and a house.
Yeah, but the way my dad snores, he's sawing logs, you know. Toothless and I wouldn't get a wink.
Yeah. Me, Look, and I were gonna stay here too, just for old time's sake. Nobody is having a sleepover without Hookfang and me.
Wings up in an hour. Let me help you with your gear.
Hiccup, I've made a decision. I'm not going back to Dragon's Edge. I'm staying here, on Burke.
Whoa. You're staying here? When did you decide this?
Last night, when I was talking to your father.
We're warriors, Hiccup. We live by a code.
I'm not leaving Burke defenseless again. I can't.
Astrid, one dragon wouldn't have made a difference.
I know that. Hiccup, I'm gonna stay and train new riders.
What?
An auxiliary, a backup team, just for situations like this.
That's actually a pretty good idea.
Excuse me, but I couldn't help overhearing your conversation, probably because I was eavesdropping. If you need instructors for this new dragon training deal, I'm your man. A Snotlout trained rider will be...
Out, but I'll be doing all the training myself. This is something I need to do, Hiccup.
Okay, change of plan. Snotlout, twin.
What part of I'll be doing all the training wasn't clear to you?
I'm just gonna stay to patrol the area around Burke in case Dagger doubled back. You won't even know we're here, right, bud?
Okay, then. Of course, this all assumes anyone would even want to try out for our B team.
What did he do?
He's Snotlout's dad.
Enough said. Can we talk?
I would, but I'm busy.
12. Oh, yes. Oh.
Hey, Astrid, I know what you're doing.
Really? And what am I doing?
Well, you're being overly tough on these guys. I saw what you did to Gustav.
The element of surprise? How is that being overly tough?
Well, it's not that. It's you want them to fail. That way you have an excuse to stay here on Burke. We both know what's going on here.
You're wrong, Hiccup. You're wrong.
Astrid, I get it. You want to stay on Burke and protect your family. But you can't be there every second of every day for the rest of their lives. Just think about it. I'm gonna head out to Dragon's Edge, check in on those guys, see if they spotted Dagger. I'll be back in a few days. We can talk about it more then.
Yeah, 100 and... You're welcome.
This careless and inconsiderate. What the...
Oh! Something bit me! I'm a...
Exactly what happened to Muttonhead would marry into the Jorgensens.
Asmally, House Hofferson.
Did you just say House Hofferson?
That is
You too, Hiccup.
What? Me?
Hi.
He's gonna get himself killed.
What else is new?
No.
Astrid, we have to.
This is his mess. Let him clean it up. Fine. Hiccup, I wouldn't do that if I were... You. Oh, looks like the old life debt has been repaid.
Barf and Belt saved me from the dragon hunters, and Ruff and Tough saved their dragon from drowning. Thank Thor, everything's back to normal.
Yeah, hit me again.
Normal for us, anyway. You are? Huh. Honestly, sometimes it's hard to tell.
Astrid! You're back from Burke already.
Never made it there. I ran into Trader Johann along the way, and he had some interesting news. Hiccup, we need to talk. Johann flagged me down on the way to Burke to tell me that he'd seen Riker. Tell me you're not thinking what I think you're thinking.
Oh, he's thinking.
That's definitely his thinking face.
We can't let that happen. Get a good night's sleep, gang. You see anything down there?
I can barely see you half the time. Maybe we should split up, cover more ground.
No! Stick together! It's safer, okay? Okay?
When I spotted the cave from the air, it got me thinking. Last time we were here, the snow wraith was on us right away, remember? Why not this time? Maybe because it's hiding out or hibernating or something in that cave.
Yeah, that's not a bad theory.
I agree. I'm just wondering how it was you came all the way out here when you and I were scouting in the opposite direction.
I must have gotten lost.
Lost?
Fine, I got carried away, okay? You know how I am.
Yes, I do. But you can't just go off on your own like that, Astrid. I rely on you.
Okay. I do.
Maybe we can put him back to sleep. Aaron knew about the burrowing the whole time. He used us to flush the snow wraiths out, then he captured them.
Looks like they're headed back to their ship along the south side of the glacier.
They're not gonna get there. Nice flying, bud. Now it's our turn. Astrid, look out!
Hiccup, no! Heather's with us!
What did you just say?
Heather pretended to join Dagger to get close to him to avenge her family. When she found out about— Would you say something, please?
We're supposed to be a team, Astrid.
I know. I should have told you. I wanted to. I really did.
But you didn't.
I'm sorry. But without Heather, the Dragon Hunters would have a key to the Dragon Eye right now, and those snow wraiths would not be safely hidden on another island.
That still doesn't explain why you wouldn't let me take her and Riker down. We could have captured the head of the Dragon Hunters.
Hiccup, Riker isn't the head of the Dragon Hunters. According to Heather, their real leader is somebody named Vigo Grimborn.
Awesome name. Scary, but awesome.
I don't know. Vigo Grim Death would be cooler. Or how about cool?
In the shadows. Everyone's afraid of him, even Riker. Heather hasn't met him yet, but she's our best shot at drawing him out.
Well, I hope she knows what she's doing. For all our sake.
They didn't stand their watch, Hiccup. Those dummies left 2 dummies in their place.
You know, those dummies could conceivably be just as effective as the twins.
Not funny. We built that watchtower so that—
I know why we built it, Astrid.
I just don't understand how this isn't making you completely insane.
Because then there would be 2 crazy people in this conversation, and we probably wouldn't resolve anything.
Are you saying I'm—
Astrid, let me talk to the twins. I'll get their side of the story, then we can figure out what we need to do.
I guess it's a start. Well, if it isn't our crack security team now.
Please.
Are you following any of this?
Not super closely. I'm actually reading this. It's from Johann. He's in trouble.
You are not leaving me with these 2 mutton heads.
She knows we're standing right here, right?
Look, Johann is surrounded by dragon hunters, and his ship is taking on water. We have to get out there and help him.
Then let me saddle up Stormfly. I'll be there in—
Astrid, you need to stay here and hold down the edge. And make sure nothing happens to the Dragon Eye.
I can't believe what's happening. This actually may be the worst day in history.
Astrid, Snotlout and I have the only working dragon armor. And Meatlog is immune to the dragon hunter's arrows.
You hear that, girl? Who's a special dragon? Meatlog is that too.
It just makes sense for us to be the ones to go.
Hiccup, please. For all that is sacred in Thor's world, you cannot leave me alone with these 2.
What do you say? Simpletons? Blockheads?
I was always partial to dimwit myself. It rolls trippingly off the tongue.
Oh, yeah. Watch this. What with...
See what I'm talking about, right?
Hey, it's not like we woke up this morning hoping to spend 24/7 with you either, Astrid. I mean, you are not exactly a picnic, and I think you know what I'm... But we are team players. We will do what is necessary for the good of the group. Hence, we shall remain behind and enjoy your good company, my fair Astrid, even if you have no blankets or grassy knolls to offer.
We'll be back by tomorrow at the latest. Just do the best you can, okay? And try to get along, please?
No need to worry about us, young Hiccup.
Oh, Astrid, I know these next 24...
Outcast Island is the last place it saw you guys before...
Before we let it into the crevasse and sealed it inside.
He's mad at
For trapping it back in that glacier.
What choice did we have? It was either that or let Dagger have it.
Why don't you explain that to the Skrill? No, relax, bud. We've dealt with the Skrill before. We'll deal with it again.
As it just...
Clearly, the Skrill is coming back to Berk for you and Toothless, and we need to be ready.
We're not waiting for it, Astrid.
You're sure this is the way you want to play it?
It's me and Toothless at once. It's me and Toothless it's gonna get.
But don't you think it would be better if we were there? It doesn't stand a chance against all of us.
And it knows that. Which is why I don't think it'll show up unless it knows it's just me and Toothless.
All right, guys. You heard the man. Let's saddle up.
What I mean is, we shouldn't do this.
Hiccup, this Skrill hunted you and Toothless. It wanted to kill you.
But it didn't. It saved us. And it risked its own life doing it. We do this, we're no better than the dragon hunters. We're just using a different cage. And he doesn't deserve that.
So, you knew he wouldn't turn on us if we let him go, huh?
Yeah, why not?
Well, my dad's...
Pull Heather out. If I hadn't reacted, her cover would have been blown.
Well, I wanted her out weeks ago, and somebody talked me into...
I know I did, but things were different then.
How?
It's way too dangerous.
It's always been way too dangerous.
This has gotten crazy, Hiccup. And she hasn't even met up with this Vigo character.
Yes, exactly. Vigo Grimborn leads the dragon hunters. If we can take him down, the whole dragon hunter army will be without a leader and they will collapse.
You are so tough and nutty!
And you are so loud and snotty.
If something happens to Heather...
Nothing is going to happen to her. She's way too smart for that. And if she thought for a second that they were onto her, Windshear would get her out. Besides, what do you think she would do if we tried to pull her out of there?
Yeah.
Exactly. She'd never go for it. You have to remember that.
Best time ever! Oh, my Thor.
Please take it somewhere else. I can't hear myself think.
Hey,
Where is he?
We couldn't get Heather. There were just too many of them.
What about the Flightmare?
Gone.
Vigo, too. Astrid, this guy isn't messing around.
No kidding.
Our dragons may not be enough. We're gonna have to outthink this guy. Outsmart him somehow, or... Heather and Windshear have no chance of...
Don't say it. Please, just don't say it.
No, the fog was too thick. They used it as cover and just vanished.
We should have just pulled Heather out, Hiccup. I knew something like this was...
Astrid, she wouldn't have come with us.
it could be worse.
Hey, you okay?
Yeah. No. Astrid, I let it happen. I put Heather and Windshear in that position. I risked the dragon eye being taken. I fell for Vigo's plan. It's a mess.
You're right, it is. But if there's a mess, we clean it up. All of us, together.
We can get the A-team?
You just want to leave Vigo to hunting and hurting dragons at will. You want to do nothing?
I want to do the right thing. And that is going to take some thinking.
We've been through this place before, Hiccup. They took everything when they left.
You ever notice? Vigo never actually puts himself in danger. He fights with his intellect, planning every move, accounting for every scenario. Together.
You think he knew she was working with us all along?
I think at some point he found out and then used her to manipulate us. What you got there, bud? Maces and talons. The Viking King. That's supposed to be me. Trying to save the traitor.
Who's that, then?
The chief of the Marauders. If I had to guess, I'd say Vigo. And this piece, this is the traitor.
Also known as Heather. It's almost like Vigo wanted you to see this.
It's a challenge. From him to me. He's daring me to play.
Why did he break Heather's peace?
Because the traitor dies in the end. The traitor always dies. Let's sweep the tunnels! Come on!
Hiccup, there's no way he's still down there. You know Vigo had this whole thing figured out from start to finish. He's long gone by now.
Where's Heather?
He got the dragon eye, didn't he? We'll get it back, Hiccup. Besides, he has no snow wraith key. Without that, it's useless.
And he knows that. So why did he want it so badly?